Hola, Timothy Phoenix here, and welcome to my blog, which is all about rising from the flames of adversity to create your dream life using the law of attraction. And today I've got a special guest with me. This is Alex.
Hello guys, how are you doing?
And I thought this time it would be good to have someone male on for a change, because I think all the videos I've done so far have been with girls. So I want to show that this law of attraction stuff, it's not just some thing that's exclusive to females. This whole spiritual journey, it's for anybody, and there are guys out there like me who are into this as well. So you know, sometimes people can tend to think it is kind of a bit of a female kind of thing to be into, right? And Alex is going to prove that it certainly isn't. So yes, if you could just like tell the guys out there who you are and what the hell you're doing in Koh Samui.
Well, my name is Alex and I'm from Portugal. I lived my 34 years of my life in Portugal. I was working in IT, and I had like what I call a normal life. I was working many hours a day, trying to pay my bills, stressed about everything. When I watched the news, I was stressed because they raised the taxes, they raised the gas, whatever. So I was all the time stressed. And there was one day that something changed, and this was like around 8 years ago. So I remember that day because I heard this voice in my head when I was in the kitchen. I was preparing my dinner, and in that time I was eating a lot of meat. I was eating not very healthy, fast food, and yeah, lots of animals. So I was eating a lot, and I was feeling like chunky, and I was feeling low energy, and I think it was the right time to listen to this voice in my head. And this voice told me that stop eat meat. I heard this in my head very clearly, and on that time I decided to pay attention to that. It felt like it was some voice from my higher self, or whatever I want to call it, but it felt very strong, and so I decided to listen to that voice. And after that day I just stopped completely to eat meat, and after 1 week I stopped to eat fish as well, and after a few days I stopped to eat also dairy products like cheese, eggs, yogurt, something like that. And that's when the shift started to come. So I started to lose weight. I was 20 kilos heavier than what I am now. So I started to lose weight, and I started to have this boost of energy, and I decided I need to do something else just to spend my energy. So I was swimming. Before that I was swimming like every day, like around 2 kilometers per day. So after I had this boost of energy, I was swimming like 3 kilometers per day, and I was losing weight, and it was the time that I found yoga. So I searched online about something to do that could improve more my health and my concentrations, my well-being, and I decided to search online, and I found yoga and meditation, and I started to practice yoga by myself with YouTube videos. And the big transformation was not the physical one, because I was looking in the mirror and I was checking myself, and I see I was losing weight and the energy was boosting, so it was amazing. I was feeling very good, but the most important thing was the way I was thinking. I was very stressed before. For some reason I was happy for no reason. I was feeling very happy with everything. So it was not the situations around me that changed. So everything around me was the same, the friends, the job, but for some reason I was perceiving the things in a different way. So I was just in love for everything. I was like to go to the window and just look at the sky, go walk on the beach. I was feeling very good with that. And after some weeks of this happiness, things start to change around me. This looked like because I believe that the world around us is a reflection of ourselves. So apparently the universe was reflecting back to me my new state of being, like, you know, my new mood. So old friends that they was complaining about life, they start to go away. New people start to come to my life, and I start to get connections with different people. I start to read some books. I start to watch some more interesting videos for me, and I came across to the law of attraction. So, and I start to read some things, very interesting things about law of attraction. And I came across with several spiritual teachers like Wayne Dyer, Krishnamurti, Louis Hay, Bashar, Abraham Hicks. Many of them talk about law of attraction. And one of the books that I read was called The Secret. It was a very famous book that time.
It is.
Yeah, it still is. So I read that book, and I found very interesting. So in this book there are several testimonials of people that they put the law of attraction in practice. And so there was several people talking about their stories, their manifestations, and I was curious about that. And I just decided to, okay, let's try this. So one of the persons on this book was thinking about like getting some amount of money every week. So he was imagine receiving checks in his mailbox like every week with some amount of money. He don't know how it will happen, but it was happening. And he said he manifests some amount of money, and other than that things, he manifests many other things. So I just decided to let's try this. Let's try this example. So I tried to follow some guidelines on that book, and I decided for 5 minutes per day, I just close my eyes and I just turn off phones, and I just go in a quiet place where I cannot be disturbed. And for 5 minutes, I close my eyes and I try to put myself on these situations, and I try to imagine that I was receiving a check with some amount of money on my mailbox, like every week. I didn't know how this could happen, but I was just imagining as much as with much detail as possible. So I was imagining I come from work, I open the mailbox and I see some check, and I was feeling happy about it. Oh, I can go take this check to the bank and just deposit this money, and I can buy some things. So the emotions that I was getting, it was good, because normally when we want something, it's because we believe that this will benefit us from about, I don't know, we will feel good about that.
So you got money, you actually got checks.
Wait.
Oh.
So I was just thinking about that like 5 minutes per day, and so I tried to put as much details as possible and feel these emotions about that situation. And after these 5 minutes, I just go to my normal life and do whatever I have to do, and I dedicate like, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks on that. And after that, I just forgot about it. I let go of that. I was just, okay, but I was not feeling frustrated because something was not, I was not receiving something. So after a while, there was this TV show that they have some a program that you call them and just go live, and you need to find some crosswords. They have some crosswords, and they have some letters. You need to find the words, and for each word you find, you just get some money. So I was calling them, and I was calling that like in a daily basis, because the show was like every day. So every time I call, I found some words, and I was receiving 100, 200, 300 euros on each show. In the end of the week, they call me and they say, okay, you called some amount of times during this week, you get this amount of money, and in the end of each week, they send me a check to my mailbox with all the money I get from that week. So every week I was receiving around 1,000, 1,500 euros per week. And
Wow.
in the end of this process, I get like 20,000 euros.
20,000?
I get 20,000 euros with this. And after a while, I just went, oh shit. I was thinking about that because I completely forgot about that. I put this intention, 5 minutes per day, but I forgot. And after maybe 1 or 2 months, this came, and I was not associating this with what I was thinking before. So I said, whoa, that's crazy, because I was thinking exactly about that. So I go to the mailbox and I see it was not a check, it was like a sheet of paper, and I have to put my bank account, my bank details, and I send to them, and they just deposit the money on my bank account. But with all this, I get like 20,000 euros in prizes. And I was very surprised. Okay, this really works. So I just stopped to manifest money, because in that time I didn't want more money. It was not my goal. So I started thinking, okay, what I want now. So I didn't have any job in that time. So I just decided to, okay, let's manifest something to do that keeps me busy, and I have some money with that. So I always worked all my life in computers. So I was thinking, okay, I want some work that I can work from home, and I can maybe reply some emails and get some money from that. So after a while, I started to work to Facebook. I was giving customer support to Facebook. So my job is basically was replying some emails online from my home, and I was receiving money from that. So that works as well. Nice.
Can I just ask what you actually did in terms of trying to manifest it?
It's very simple. It's just you need to imagine the situation that you want, and the key is the emotion that you feel. Mm-hmm. So when you close your eyes and you think you are driving your dream car, or if you have your dream car, it's the same emotion, it's the same feeling. So if you can put yourself in as much details as possible on the situation that you want, you'll feel good. So if you close your eyes, you imagine you are driving your car, you'll feel good. And this is the key. This feeling is the key for attract whatever you want. And it works also the opposite way. So if you think about something that you worry about, you're just gonna attract that, because doesn't matter if you want it or not. If you put where the attention goes, the energy flows. So if you put attention on something, it doesn't matter if you want it or not, if you like it or not. If you just put attention to that, you will get it. That the universe also supports you. Doesn't matter if it's gonna serve you or not. The key is put the attention on what you want, not on what you don't want. And many people do the opposite. They worry about the bills have to pay, the relationships, whatever, and they just attract more of that. If you fight against something, you just make that bigger, because you are putting attention, thoughts, energy on that. So the key is focus on what you want, not what you don't want. So
can I just ask one more thing?
Yeah.
You spoke about this before. I think I asked you a while back, but time limits. How often do you do it? And yeah, should you keep doing it consecutively, or what do you?
Well, I get to a point in my life that now I have now everything I want. I feel so happy with my life that I don't put too much effort on focus on really something that I want, because I feel I have everything I want right now. Maybe next week or next month or in 1 year I'm gonna desire something else, but I know the tools to do that, because if you believe that something will take like 1 month to achieve, that's the limit you put in your mind, and that's the limit that the time that will take to achieve that. If you believe that it will be 1 year, that's the time that it will happen, that manifestation. But so I learned how to manifest everything, and I just realized that if you don't put contrary thoughts to what you want, sooner or later you will get it. That's no other way around. The universe will just give you more of what you think about it. Doesn't matter if you want it or not. So after this proves that everything you think about it, you will get it, because everything is created, everything born with a thought. So if you think about a car, a pencil, a phone, anything. This must be created in the mind of the inventor. If someone creates something, they need to think about it. They need to have thought about it. They need to think about so much about that, and put so much energy on that, and this will appear. So everything you know in this world was created in the mind of someone before. That's why it happened. So so I decided to continue to do that. So I was working online. I had a job that I liked, but for some reason the outside, the place where I was living, was not reflecting how I was feeling yet. Because I love hot weather, I love summer, I love beach, and I live in Portugal. And Portugal is a nice country if you compare to the rest of Europe. It's a very sunny country and warm. But I want more, because the summertime is 3 months per year. After that it gets cold, and if you go to the water and the ocean, it's freezing.
Even in Portugal?
Even in Portugal. So I was thinking, okay, I want summer all year. And I started to write things that I want at that time. So I decided, okay, I want to live in a tropical island, because the wallpaper of my computer was like a nice tropical island with some palm trees, beautiful turquoise water, hot weather. That's what I want. So in that time, I went to Google and I just searched for tropical islands, and I grabbed a picture from Google from a nice tropical island. I didn't know which island was that. I just put on my document, and I said, okay, I want to live in a place like that with palm trees, coconuts, and I want to go on boat trips. And because I started to do yoga, I was doing yoga by myself. I was thinking, I want to do yoga in a nice community with beautiful people, with people that have the same kind of energy. I want to have access to healthy food. So I was writing this on my vision board. And then things start to unfold. Like, I have friends that come to me and they said, oh, you know what, I went to Thailand, I went to the Islands, and the water was 30 degrees Celsius. It was incredible, so hot, like a hot tub. And I was so hot, how is that possible? So I started to search on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Google about Thailand, and I started to talk with some people about that, and I saw Koh Samui in some posts, and I started to read more about it, and okay, this is a very nice place. So I decided to come here in 2013 for 15 days for holidays. So I just arrived here and I just fell in love for this place. It was my first time traveling to Asia, and I never been in a place so hot. And when I put my feet on the ocean, it was amazing. I love this temperature and this hot weather and humid. I love this. I was just falling in love for everything, for the people, for the food, for the green. So much green around this island. It's amazing.
The season behind us.
It's amazing. So I went holidays. I came holidays here for 15 days, and I went back to Portugal, and I started to sold everything. I sold my car. I have my dream car. I sold my car. I give like 5 bags of clothes to poor people. I give like 90% of my clothes to someone else, and I was getting rid of everything that I was not using, and I was feeling so light and so happy when I was like going with that. It was amazing. So in November that year, I decided to get a backpack, put 3 or 4 shirts and 3 or 4 shorts, and I just decided to move here. So I came here with a backpack, with my computer and my kite board, my kite surf gear. So, and I arrived in November 2013. It was like 4.5 years ago. And things started to happen. So when I came here, I didn't know about Picasa. This is the place where I work now. For 2 years I was just doing yoga. I enjoyed the beach, have good food. And at some point someone told me about Picasa. Oh, you should go there, there's very nice, healthy food. So I decided to come here. And I just fell in love by the place. There's an amazing view, nice people, nice energy. So I started to come here on a regular basis. I started to practice yoga with a class, with big groups. and until then I was just doing yoga by myself. So I started to practice yoga, and after a while I did my teacher training here, and after 1 week I did my advanced teacher training, like 500 hours. And after that, the owner of the place, he invited me to work with him, Costa. He's a big friend of mine right now, and I just accepted. I said, okay, why not? That's awesome. I was feeling so happy. And a while ago, I just went to that document that I create, my vision board on my computer, and I still have this document. And I was reading all the things that I try to manifest, and I have them now. I am a tour manager, so I manage tours for Picasso Gets, where I go to boat trips like every week. I go to hikes, I go to snorkeling, I go zip line, so I have so much fun. I take care of the IT here in Picasso, so all the software that manage the resort, I take care of that. I take care of the website. And also I take care of the yoga teacher trainings, so I just manage all the teacher trainings. So if someone wants to go come to Picasso and do a teacher training, they come to me. So, and I realized that this list that I had, everything I wrote that I have access to boats. I go everywhere, and I'm doing yoga in a beautiful community. I have healthy food every day, and one very interesting thing is that the picture that I grabbed from Google, that I was searching online about the tropical island, that picture is the island of Koh Tao. I didn't know what was Thailand at that time. I didn't know nothing about Thailand. But now I realize that the picture I put on my vision board is like 1.5 hours from here. So I just live in an island a little south of that. So yeah, and I just realized that we all create our reality, but not deliberately. We all the time doing this, but not consciously. So we are worried about stress, and we worry about money, that we don't have money. Guess what? We will not have money if you worry about don't have money. If you worry about health, that you're always with a problem. If you have some pain here, you go search what happened, why you are feeling this pain, and you are worrying about that. You all the time have pain. You all the time about having problems, health problems. So the key is put your energy, your attention, your thoughts in what you want, and don't worry about what you don't want. It's like we have a lot of ingredients on this world, and we just need to choose the ones we like. It's like when you go to a restaurant and you open the menu, you don't complain about a dish that some plate that you don't like. You don't go to the manager and say, oh, I don't like this pizza. You should take out of the menu because I don't like that. You don't do that. You open the menu and just choose what you want. You eat, and you just go back to your life, because someone will come, maybe they want this pizza. So life in the world is the same. They have so many ingredients. You just need to pick the ones you like to make to eat, and just leave the other ones alone, because someone might benefit from that, someone wants that. So we just need to focus on the ones that you want. And basically the key, in my point of view, is the emotions. The emotions is how to orient yourself, because I believe that emotions is a way that our higher self have to communicate with our physical body, because I believe that we are much more than our physical bodies, and this is the way our higher self have to communicate with us, is through emotions. So you do something that makes you feel good. This is your higher self that's saying that you are in the right path. Continue to do that. If you feel bad, it's the opposite. It's like your GPS. If you go in a car and you have a GPS, if you go in the wrong way, it just says you are in the wrong direction. So the same for you. Your GPS is the emotions. Or you feel good or you feel bad. You can just choose. Like, there's very kind of good emotions: love, happiness, contentment. I don't know, or negative emotions like fear, anxiety, stress. But basically, or they make you feel good, or they make you feel bad. So if they make you feel good, it's just a way to go. That's how you should. That's what you should do. Doesn't matter what others around you say about it. So, and that's your path. That's That's how you should do things to make you happy. So basically, this is about dedicate your time and your emotions and your effort creating your life in your mind, because if you can think about it, you can have it in your hand. So I just realized that I remembers me the movie of Aladdin, that he have a lamp and just rub the lamp and have the genius and conceive like 3 wishes. So I believe in my life that I don't have just 3 wishes, I have unlimited wishes. So I can just create everything I want with just our mind. You just need to put time, and that's it. Create your life with your thoughts. Basically, is that. That's my interpretation of law of attraction in my experience.
First time I've heard that story, so that's amazing. It's very inspirational. And Alex is someone I know from around the Casa. I spend a lot of time there myself, and I spoke to someone, actually Brett Moran, who's done a video for me already, which is up on the blog. And we were actually talking about you, I think it was yesterday actually, and he just said that you're the happiest man he's ever met. Happiest man he knows, he said. If Brett Moran is saying that, then that's got to mean something. And I also remember that, I think, it might have been yesterday as well actually, or a couple of days ago, I asked you if you'd been on holiday. I hadn't seen him for a few days. I thought he'd actually gone away on holiday. And what did you reply?
I feel I'm on holiday every day. I don't feel I'm working. I don't use the word work or job, because the way I was raised, this work is associated with something that you do that you don't like. And what I do is I love it. Even if they don't pay me, I will continue to do it because I love it. My goal is not about money. I don't think about money. I think about what I like to do, and I do it what I love. And when we do what we love, the universe will provide you all the resources you need. Doesn't matter if it's time or money or whatever. You will get them. You just need to do what you love and feel these good emotions with everything you do. Continue to do that, and you will get the resources for everything you need. This happens to me almost every day. Sometimes I can stress about something, and when I just let go, the situation that solves by itself. So yeah, I just feel that I'm on holidays every day. I have everything I want. I don't have too much material things, but I have everything I want. So I feel very, very good. I just realized that it's not the material things, and I just realized when I was in Portugal and I started to sell my things, I was feeling so good, and I was feeling very light and happy. So you can still have things, but you need to realize that the happiness you create inside out. So you just create inside, and you will see that reflected outside. It's not, buy a car to feel happy. You feel some pleasure for a moment. After that, after a while, you want a new model of that car, or a new phone, or a new relationship, or a new pile of money, because don't last. It's like when you eat sugar, you have this peak of actually energy, but then goes down. But if you realize how to maintain this happiness, it's just a perspective. When you look at something, find the good things on that. If you see a rainy day, some people complain that, oh, it's a rainy day, it's cold and everything is wet. I love rainy days. It's a perfect day to be outside inside and read a book and watch a movie and cuddle with your boyfriend or girlfriend. If it's a sunny day, it's an amazing day to go to the beach, to go on a ride on a motorbike. It's always a good day. It's always a good day.
Just remember, the rain gives life to all the nature around us, all the animals.
Absolutely. So it's just a matter of perspective. So I found my happiness in Portugal. I didn't need to come to Thailand and live on a tropical island to be happy. I found happiness on a difficult situation, on a place that I was not reflecting myself. So, and coming here was not a struggle, was not hard, it was the natural unfolding of my emotions. So it's just a reflection of who I am. So now the place where I live, it reflects much better who I am inside. It's like when you look at the mirror, you don't expect the mirror smiles at you, so you be happy, so you smile back. You need to smile to see the reflection on the mirror. So you don't go on the mirror and try to put a smile on the mirror. No, you smile and the mirror smiles at you. So when you smile to life, the life smiles back to you. That's how things work. And also, one year before I came here, I had a friend. He had also a website and a blog, and he also asked me an interview. So he gave me like 10 questions, and I replied to these questions. So it was like, who were you before you came to Thailand? Who are you now? Why you decided to move to Thailand? Why Thailand? So I just answered to these questions, and he posted this on his website, and this became viral. So there was lots of Portuguese people reading this article, and I was receiving like 5 to 6 Facebook friend requests every day from people that I don't know from anywhere. They start to come and talk to me, and hey, congratulations for your courage and for living your life you want. And I have people that I have a guy that he was telling me that he have money, he have a nice car, he have a nice bank account, a nice job, but for some reason he was feeling empty inside. And he was asking me what he should do to be happy. And I was very surprised, because apparently someone from successful in life was asking me how to be happy, and I had nothing. I just sold my things and I came here with a backpack. It was very surprising. I had some people that they said, oh, you know, sometimes I come from work and I lay down with my wife in the bed, and sometimes you go on your Facebook and see your pictures to get inspired or to try to live our lives the best we can. I have a friend that she quit her job in UK and she started to travel around the world. So she's been in several countries doing volunteer job. Her name is Sarah. And so she also, sometimes she writes me, she says she's very grateful for me to inspire her. So I just realized that the best way to help others is just to be yourself, just to do what you love. And people will notice you, people will think, oh, what this person is doing to be so happy, and they will follow their dreams as well. So the key is follow your dreams, and there's several ways to wake up for life. It can be, sometimes it's a drastic way. You need to have a car accident or some bad disease that sometimes people wake up for life with this.
That's what happened with me, basically, yeah.
So fortunately I didn't have any bad experience. It was just this voice in my head in Portugal that said stop eating meat. So I was vegan for 5 years. I was full of energy. I lost 20 kilos. I was very happy. I started to manifest everything I want in my life. And now I know that the tools that I need is just my mind, just to create everything I want. And now my next dream is just that everyone can find this happiness that I found and be happy like I am happy. That's my desire right now, because for me I feel very complete. I have the people I love around me. I live in a beautiful place. I have awesome experiences every day, and people that follow me on Facebook, they see from my pictures that I have fun every day. And yeah, just follow your dreams and think positive about everything, and it's a shift of perspective. Just think about, see something and see the beauty on that. Be grateful. Gratitude is very, very powerful. Just wake up every morning, just dedicate like 5 minutes per day to be grateful for everything, for the legs you have, just for the food you have in your table, for your house, for your friends. There's so much things that to be grateful for, and when you feel grateful, you feel happy. That's the way that your higher self shows you that you should continue to do that. So everything you do that makes you feel good, continue to do it. That's the goal. That's the point.
Well, thanks very much, Alex. I really appreciate you coming on and telling your story. It's really inspirational for me as well, because I'm new to this path and great things happening with me as well. And I agree with what you said. I think for me the key is getting into alignment with what you should be doing, or what you're on here on this planet to do, if you want to look at it that way. But it's really just what brings you joy. And if you're getting up every day and you're doing something and you don't enjoy it, you're not going to get these kind of experiences that we're having, that Alex has had. You've got to get into alignment. So if you don't know what you want to do with your life, then you need to start finding out, because I think that's the key to it really. Once that happens, just amazing coincidences seem to start to happen. Everything just seems to fall into place really easily, almost effortlessly at times.
Yeah, it's unfolding naturally. It's not an effort. You need to make I didn't make an effort to come here, or it's just unfolding naturally. It's very interesting how things work so easily. It's really, really nice. So yeah, just put the attention on what you want, and you will get it. And don't give contrary thoughts to that, because then you will give 2 steps forward and 1 step back every time you think about negatively about something, because every subject is basically 2 subjects. It's the absence or the lack of something, and the abundance of something. You can think about money, you can think about having abundance of money and you feel good, or lack of money and you feel bad. So just shift your attention, your focus on the point you want, and you'll get it.
Thanks for coming on, man. Really appreciate it. I hope I can reach this level of contentedness. I think this is the one I'm trying to get to. I'm not that far off now, I have to admit. I'm getting there. So I'm feeling great since I came out here anyways, and I've started meeting people like Alex and doing these videos. It's all part of it. So yeah, thanks for coming on and taking the time to do it. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's timothyphoenix.com. Check out my blog, and it'd be great to hear from you. Comments, likes, shares, whatever you can do to help spread this message. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, hasta luego.